You know how I know we have screwed up Gen Alpha? I can't even sit and watch a movie.
These brain rot phrases are driving me insane. Skibbity riz, skibbity toilet, whatever they be talking about, I don't know. It's annoying, and they literally do it all day long. If I hear 6-7 one more time, I'm going to scream.
Are constantly shouting out. They can't stay in their seats. They don't know how to be bored. They don't know how to sit and look up at the teacher when she's giving instructions and actually teaching them something.
The kids can't read, write, or remember anything or use their imaginations, and the teachers are wondering why. We got high schoolers out here right now that can't write 5 paragraphs, and the teachers and parents alike want to know why. But I'm gonna tell you something, it ain't the kids, it's the system. It's not just COVID, it's not just the phones and the tablets, it's not just the parents, it's not just the curriculum. It's all of it.
I've been teaching for like 10 years. I've been in the game for 10 years. And before that, I was a teaching assistant, so I've been even longer than 10 years. One thing that I'm noticing, this generation, Alpha, bloody hell, they are a piece of work. Like before, in a class of 30, you might have had maybe 5 or 6 students that, needed support to access the curriculum. Now, it's like the other way around. You have 5 or 6 students that can access the curriculum, and then the rest of the class really struggles.
How do we solve for x? Chosen.
You're gonna take the square root of Giat minus Riz, and then you're gonna multiply by...
Okay, Jeremiah, this might be a trick question. What is the shape of that circle?
It's a rectangle.
Jeremiah, I just gave it to you!
But this next generation, they're F. So I'm a substitute teacher. They're glued to their phones. They're either brain rotting here, or they're playing like Brawl Stars. Can you clean up after yourself? And keep in mind, that was organized this morning.
If you are a parent like I am, stop handing your kids unregulated tablets. We're gonna pay for it later with their rewired brains.
Gen Alpha is getting the worst end of what school has to offer. Not because kids are any worse, not because the parents don't care about them, and it's not because teachers just suddenly forgot how to teach. It's because the world has changed under the school system. Before, school was already a bit imperfect, but kids were living in a much slower environment. And now we've stacked social media, comparison culture, fried attention spans, and AI speed content on top of a system built for a completely different childhood. But this isn't a conversation to shame anyone. This is an environment conversation. Because if the environment is training kids to switch attention and never giving them a chance to master anything, you can't be surprised why deep focus feels very painful nowadays. And we've been seeing the warning signs here in real life. One of these scariest signals is how kids are perceiving life. High school seniors, now more than ever, are agreeing that life feels more meaningless than ever before. And that was just Gen Z. Gen Alpha is about to become the new wave of high schoolers, and a quick PSA for homeschool families too. While homeschool can give you more control over your environment, that same attention hijacking can and probably still is happening. So in this video, I'll be explaining to you why I think Generation Alpha would have a much better time being spent in homeschool, in an environment that can foster mastery without distraction. First, I want to tie this to something real, the law of entropy.
Entropy, the gradual decaying of stuff.
The idea is that systems naturally drift toward disorder unless energy is being applied to organize them correctly. Attention works the very same way. Now, if we don't actively protect attention, then it doesn't stay strong by default. It gets significantly worse. The attention hijack then leads into the curiosity collapse. I know, alliteration, whatever. Curiosity is the main engine of learning. Curiosity is what makes kids ask,
"Wait a minute, who are you?"
And it's how they really get their sense of the world. It makes them stay longer, try again, try something new. Curiosity could have turned school from what I have to do into I actually want to know. But curiosity requires 2 things that Gen Alpha is literally training out of their system: boredom tolerance and staying for a question long enough to allow it to become interesting. And when curiosity collapses, so does school. And school starts to feel meaningless because it just becomes, tell me what to do, I'll do it, and I'll move on. There's no curiosity. Meaning comes from mastery, and mastery takes time to cultivate, and it requires focus. So if a kid is constantly switching between Unit 7 to Unit 8, or from TikTok clip to TikTok clip, they don't get the avenue to complete hard things, to get to the end and get their own personal payoff from their hard work and resistance. They don't collect pride within themselves. The mind starts saying, why should I even try? Why does this matter to me? Why am I doing this? What is life? That is where that meaninglessness can come from, because and the hard truth that people don't often want to realize is that public school is not structure to fix all this, and it shouldn't be, honestly, all of their problem to fix. I'm not blaming teachers at all because the job has changed completely.
So yesterday I came to the realization my students can't read. That is the tragic truth. I see they're struggling. They're not going to read because they don't understand what they're reading.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why children are not able to retain information anymore. Like 3-4 weeks practicing, rehearsing, to going over the lessons, doing worksheets, doing whiteboard work, small group. And then we come to the test and I got kids looking at me like, I don't know what to do.
And even with the cell phone bans, the structure of school already fragments attention. The bells, the switching classes, the managing 20 to 30 students all at once, the interruptions, the noise. It's almost like you always are looking for the next distraction because you're so bored with the curriculum. Homeschool, in my opinion, is much healthier for Gen Alpha. Now notice I said homeschool and not trapping them in a basement, because that's not what homeschool is. Homeschool can rebuild attention and curiosity by curating the curriculum to something that a child will actually enjoy. For instance, my sister, she is working on a graphic novel right now. She loves art, she loves drawing, she doesn't always love writing the story outline, but she's also really good at lore building. In our homeschool, we are training ourselves to be able to work on things for long, extended periods of time, because the interest in what you're doing makes you want to stay. The difficulty will give you the growth, and the completion of it will give you confidence. There is no meaninglessness in that, because you start seeing yourself as someone that can complete a task, someone that is capable, and that kind of capability, that feeling is really something that no bad grade can really take away from you. So when I say homeschool is better for Gen Alpha, I do mean it. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I am saying it's a much healthier alternative for curiosity, for attention, for mastery, while public school is still trying to run a system that wasn't even built for this era. So what can parents do at home to help rebuild this attention span, even if they are still in public school? I recommend to do this for public schoolers, for homeschoolers, anyone who really has a kid in their house. Number one, limit screen time for kids.
We have overprotected our children in the real world, underprotected them online. Is no social media till 16. This stuff is just shredding kids going through puberty.
Especially for Gen Alpha, if you want their attention, their moods to get better, they're kids. They don't need their phone until 2 a.m. Let's move on to 2. Replace vertical videos with different activities.
Tired of video games and I'm bored with TV.
Go outside. Even watch movies, shows, documentaries. Those are fine. The goal is to rebuild attention, being able to stay with one story for a long period of time, one idea for a long period of time. And then third, spend more time with each other. Like,
Mom, can we play Dance Dance Revolution?
if I spend more time with people after school, I enjoy it 10 times better than sometimes being on my phone. Activities, hobbies, sports, make your life full outside of just the phone and school. And I'm trying to get better at that too, finding more books to read, finding more series I like, finding more clubs or activities I want to join, especially now that I'm older. I can do that, but if they're still a little younger, of course the parent can take them, or they can go with their friends if they're like of that age. When curiosity collapses, life does feel meaningless, but we can add meaning back to our life when we reclaim our attention. Homeschool isn't magic, but it does allow you to have a better chance at creating that healthier environment once again. Thank you so much for watching this video. What topic would you like me to discuss next? I am more than happy for suggestions. I will see you in the next video. Bye.